Maserati go crazy.
What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into the shoe review today, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And I do want to say thank you for getting me to that 8,000 subscriber mark here on this YouTube channel. Once we get to that 10K mark, we definitely will host another raffle in which we'll give away that Supreme Floral Skateboard Deck and a Supreme Super Soaker. So definitely stay tuned. Now, this video would not be possible without the help from It ATX. Kicking It is a sneaker boutique located in the Domain Shopping Center in North Austin, Texas. Whether you're looking for shoes, apparel, and accessories from brands like Nike, Adidas, and New Balance, whether you're looking to get challenged on Madden or Fortnite, or if you're just looking to talk your shoe game up with a knowledgeable staff, Kicking It is where you can. Kicking It has everything for the whole family. If you're in Austin, come kick it. In my hand, I have the Jordan 1 Retro Low, the gold toe. And yes, I know, I am super late on this review, especially since this shoe originally released on July 1st of 2019. I wanted this colorway from the get-go, but no one here locally had the shoe in stock. And I did my normal routine of hitting up Kicking It, just walked into the store casually, and I saw this just sitting on the shelf alongside the blue ones and the red ones. And that was this past Saturday. I thought they were holding out on me, but apparently they had just put this on the floor and didn't even have time to put this on their social media accounts. But pretty much like all retailers out there that received the shoe, it's almost sold out. Upon seeing the press release for these shoes, the Gold Toe 1 Lows, these were definitely a must cop, especially since I missed out on the NRG 1s and I missed out on the mids, the black, white, and the gold hint. I refuse to pay resale, especially for those gold toes. They're going for like $500 to $700 in my size, and in the mids, they're a little bit above retail, but again, I just refuse to pay resale. I think it's pretty crazy that the Jordan 1 retros in the low cuts are coming back into fashion, especially since a lot of people, they weren't really messing with this style. You see the Custom 1 Lows, you see the black toes, and now you even got Travis Scott doing an Air Jordan 1 Low, which is super crazy. And honestly, I'm not too big of a fan of that shoe, but did y'all hear that news today in which those pairs are super limited now? Crazy stuff. Back to this shoe. I don't know how Nike and Jordan Brand just realized that there's still a market for Jordan 1 Lows. Honestly, you just have to come out with really compelling colors, compelling stories, and people will buy the shoe. Again, these shoes released on July 1st of 2019, and they released at a pretty affordable price point of $90 USD. Add your taxes and your VAT just based on where you reside. I'm actually quite surprised to see that the resale on this Jordan 1 Low is at a break-even point. It's not super over retail and not super under retail. It's just there, and that's kind of striking to me, especially since the other gold shoes like the gold high and then the gold mid, those had some resale value to them. And I pulled these resale values from StockX and GOAT. Upon the purchase of the shoes, we are presented with this black cardboard box where you have the Jumpman done up in a gold foil right here. On the front of the box, we have the sizing label with the gold 23 right here. On the back side, we have the gold Jumpman, and on the bottom, more information printed in that same gold ink, and then a black sticker with more of that Nike Air Swish trademark information. Opening the shoebox, we are presented with white tissue paper and gold 23s laying all over the paper. And of course, enclosed within that tissue paper, we get this really hella shiny Jordan 1 gold toe shoe. It is super shiny, and that's because of the patent leather that is employed throughout the upper of this shoe. And I'm gonna say the quality of this patent leather, it feels pretty good to the touch. It is super smooth, and a lot of the colored areas like the gold paint and whatnot, you don't see a lot of blemishes around the shoe. It looks pretty immaculate. Both the lateral and the medial side of the shoe are identical, in which we have this quarter panel that is done up in a white patent leather. On top of that, we have that signature Nike swoosh that is prominent and in your face, done in a black patent leather, and that reaches all the way from the lateral to the medial side of the shoe. Done in that same black patent leather are the panels forming the lacing system and the toe box area. Now my favorite parts of this shoe, the gold panels. The vamp right here is done in that gold patent leather, and it features perforated holes traditional to the Jordan 1 silhouette, and these holes enable breathability for when your foot is inside the shoe. Moving towards the heel of the shoe, outlined in those gold panels is the collar area reaching from the lateral to the medial side of the shoe, and the heel cup, which is done up in arch form right there. Now what separates a Jordan 1 low from a Jordan 1 high outside from their cuts is this Wings logo at the heel of the shoe. You actually don't see a Wings logo at the heel right here. You do, however, see it at the ankle strap area. On the ankle strap area of this shoe, it's pretty much non-existent, so they had to place it back here. Now, I like it back here because it's done up in an embroidered material. It's done in a black color too. Jumping back to the front or the top of the shoe, we get into the lacing system. In this particular model, they decided to employ the lace that is of a flat shape, a black color, and a cotton build. Unfortunately, and I'm really sad for this, that they did not employ or they did not provide another set of laces like a gold color lace or a white lace. It would have been nice to see some other colors pop on this particular shoe. Behind those sets of laces is the padded tongue. On the front side, it's done in a nylon mesh. On the reverse side, it's done in a neoprene material. Again, what separates this high from the low are the lockdowns and the top of the tongue. On here, on this particular shoe, you don't have any design aspect on the lockdown, versus here, we have the embroidered 23 going on. And then at the top label, where we have that Nike logo right there, on this side, we have the Jumpman embroidered in black. Much like the rear side of the tongue, the lining of the shoe is done in that same neoprene material, and it is padded on the lateral, the medial, and the heel side of the shoe to provide some comfort to your ankle. I tried to take the insole out from the shoe, but it's glued in there pretty well, and I didn't want to take a blow dryer to it. That's just too much work, so take my word for it. The insole, the bed of fabric, is done in that gold color. At the heel area, normally on a Jordan 1 high, you would see it say Nike Air. Not the case. On this particular shoe, you have the Jumpman done up in black. The midsole of the shoe, it's done up in a bright white, and it features white stitching going all the way around the shoe. The midsole is made of a rubber component to enable durability, and at the heel of the shoe there is supposed to be a Nike Air unit that aids with cushioning. The outsole of the shoe is done in a black blown rubber to enable flexibility, and it takes on the traction marking of your typical Jordan 1 high, where you have your circles at the top, your Nike branding right here, and your grid marking at the bottom. When it comes to sizing, I'm normally rocking a size 8.5 or a 9, 8.5 being my true to size. In this particular model, the Jordan 1 Retro Low, I did go with the 8.5, and it definitely feels true to size. In terms of comfort, there's no getting away from the fact that this is still a Jordan 1 shoe. Jordan 1s don't really offer a lot in cushioning, don't offer a lot in support. It's relatively a flat shoe, so I would recommend putting in a third-party insole. Specifically, when I am buying Jordan 1s, I end up buying insoles for them from like Academy or Dick's Sporting Goods, but I'll put a link down below of these particular insoles that I rock. In summation, I think the Jordan 1 Retro Lows in the gold toe colorway is a pretty awesome buy, and it is pretty affordable at that $90 retail price point. It's not a super hype sneaker, but when wearing them, you'll get your respectable head turns for them. I really love the execution on the shoe. The quality of the patent leather on the upper of the shoe, it feels pretty good to the touch. Those gold panels, you don't see any paint blemishes going on. It looks pretty immaculate whether you're looking on the vamp, the collar, or the heel. And I love this embroidery right here going on. Looks cool. At $90, I'm not mad at this purchase at all. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. What do you think about the Jordan 1 Retros in that gold toe colorway? What do you think about this colorway in respect to the blue ones and the red ones? Let me know your comments down below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And again, once we hit that 10,000 subscriber mark here on this YouTube channel, we will host another raffle. Alright guys, I am Chris Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers, see you now.